Hello, my name is Shamika Douglas, and I am from Cincinnati, Ohio, age 21. I'm a full-time college student and currently have my associate's degree in arts. I always wanted to be involved in broadcasting ever since I was in elementary. I always wanted to be a journalist, and I always had a passion for writing and getting the most details, just getting the most details out of a certain story. I have a way of persuading people and bringing images to life just through the writings that I wrote. My fifth grade teacher currently still has my poetry, my first poem I ever wrote, and she still has it to this day. I believe I'll be the perfect broadcaster and backstage reporter for Drake's homecoming concert in Canada of my ability to return into because of my ability to turn my writings into reality. The way that I write and the way I give stories is a way of giving a dream that comes to life. I have a passion for writing. I always wanted to be a writer, and I write long stories, short stories, poetry, and just blogs and diaries that I write on a daily basis. I just do believe I'll be the perfect person for this position because I know how to grab the most interesting story. I know how to look for the most interesting details and make a story come to life, as I mentioned before. I took several classes in investigating for criminal justice also, so I know how to dig deep and also to interrogate situations or people best to get the best details and conclusion to get the best story. So I do believe I'll be perfect to broadcast for Drake backstage. I have a way of bringing simple stories, as you may think of a snail crossing the road, into the most dramatic story or the most interesting story. For example, a snail crossed the road may not sound interesting right now, but I'll be able to turn it to a very interesting story and make you want to seek more and see what happens. So this is the way I would tell this story. It's about 100 degrees plus 10 degrees humidity. The snake noticed big giants coming towards him from above and noticed a big giant footprint almost stepping on him. So in order not to get crushed by the footsteps, he decides he looks across the street and sees that there is a clear pathway for him to lay and follow and continue on his adventure. The snail slowly, glassly takes a step and into the road. He feels a big trembling from underneath him, but still begins to pacefully, slowly travel across the road. He sees a big dark figure coming towards him in his left hand side, but he still continues to slowly cross the road. As he continues to slowly cross, the noise from beneath him gets louder and louder as the thunder as he crosses the road. The, the big dark figure becomes closer and closer, and he notices he sees a big rival tiger coming towards him. In order to avoid of him getting crushed by this dark figure, he runs inside his home, which is he is carrying on his back. The snail stays inside his home for a few minutes and doesn't realize that he is okay. Finally, he pops up out of his home and slowly gets to pace across the street again. He sees another dark figure coming towards him. The snail is very afraid. He thinks that this is his last breath. So he tries to protect himself with his shell on his back by entering his home and sits there for a few more seconds. The dark figure is gone. The snail slowly peeks out and sees that the roadway is clear. The ground is solid. It's not making any trembling noises or any thunder noises as he crosses the road. The snail finally makes his way to sea and begins his path on his journey. See, I was able to turn that short story, that simple story of Snail Crossed the Road, into a very interesting story. And that's the ability I'd be able to give to Drake as his backstage reporter. So please, if you can, please vote for me for this opportunity. It would be a great opportunity for me. I do want to continue getting my bachelor's in broadcasting and journalism, and it looks very good on my resume. And just that I love Drake, and I've always been a big fan of Drake. Drake is a household name in my family. So please, Drake and other administrators, please vote for me for this opportunity for me, and not only me, but my family. Thank you. You have a nice day.